boy Breezy announced Breezy Bowl, and everybody was really excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
And they did a second announcement, announcing, "Hey, y'all are killing it. Dates are selling out. We got new dates coming. We're adding more dates to the tour."
Yeah.
And that was cool. And and he said the tickets would be on sale soon. He put the date up there. I don't remember the date. But what's interesting is, and Revolt uh, highlighted, is that Victoria Monet, they say she shot her shot.
Mm-hmm.
She jumped in the comments of the announcement video and said, "Let me open up one of them shows, man." She didn't say man. I added man. She said, "Let me open one," and put crying emojis and sparkling star type emojis. Um, Honestly, her in the lineup. Oh, okay. Revolt says they think he should do it. It would be a vibe. Um, I think this is smart. I don't know if they know each other. I don't know if they have a friendship where she felt comfortable. I don't know shit. But what I do know is this is brave and smart. And I'm curious to see if he will allow her to do so.
Yeah. So people are definitely behind it. So I get what you're saying about it being smart. She's on everybody's radar right now because of it. So it's definitely a smart move. I also think that there's some alignment between the two acts. Um,
Mm-hmm.
he's a singing and dancing ass dude, and she's a singing and dancing ass girl, and I just think it would make sense. Um,
Yeah, and don't he have two other people who are kind of like that? Isn't Bryson Tiller and somebody else on the tour?
I think so. Definitely
Summer
Bryson
Walker.
and Summer Walker. I don't
Okay.
know. I don't know what a Bryson Tiller performance looks like. To be honest, I just don't know.
Mhm.
I'm not. That's not a knock. Summer Walker. I know that she's had some challenges in the past.
Ah, it's it's not only Summer Walker. Sorry to cut you off. It's Chris Brown, Janae Aiko, Bryson Tiller, and in some places and in other places it's not Janae. Instead, it's Summer. So
Okay.
they're kind of splitting up the dates. It says,
Yeah.
and that's from his post on April 4th about the new dates being added.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, first of all, it's not. Well, it's not impossible for what I was gonna say before. Sorry, is that I know Summer Walker has had some challenges with performing. Um, So it probably makes sense for her to not be the sole other performer. Although I believe she recently said that she feels like she's overcome a lot over the years. So
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know what that looks like. I've never seen Summer Walker perform live. I've never seen Bryson Tiller perform live. So I don't know. But what I can say is from what we've seen with Victoria Monet, she's very high energy when she's on stage. She's a great performer.
Yeah,
So and I could totally see the Chris Brown audience appreciating Victoria Monet opening for him. So,
absolutely.
not that they have to be the same type of, they don't have to have the same type of shtick, but I do think when there's alignment there, people are more inclined to say, "Oh, let me go early so I can catch the beginning of the show," or I
Right.
have been to Chris Brown concerts where I have not gone at the very beginning to see the opening act, um, and also been to ones where I've been like, "Yeah, I got to make sure I get there so I can see her or whoever." Um, so yeah, um, people have been asking me. I don't know if this matters to anyone here, but people have been asking me if I would be going to Breezy Bowl. I will not.
Oh, you're not going?
I've been to multiple Chris Brown concerts. I'm okay.
Gotcha.
I've seen them. It's a great show. If you want to see a good show, great dancing and high energy, catch him before he gets tired though. Because I have been to a Chris Brown show where I felt like he just was fed up. I also feel like the audience at that show wasn't great. Like they weren't
Uh-huh.
high energy, and I think sometimes that affects the performance for certain artists. Maybe it shouldn't, but it does.
I understand. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he's gonna allow her to join it, but I agree that she would fit in line with that type of thing. Her, Bryson Tiller. Yeah, I can see what you're saying. And yeah, everything we've seen from Victoria Monet, I almost said Janae Aiko. Everything we've seen from her performances have been great. She's been, like you said, high energy. She's singing, she's dancing, she's all over the place. I think that will fall in line with his audience.
Yeah.
But even if he doesn't, I still think this is a smart move
Oh yeah.
uh, and a cool way to kind of X out the middleman.
Yeah.
Um,
And it puts her on his radar if that's what she's looking for. You know, maybe there's music to be done in the future
right,
together or what have you. I also think it's brave. I don't know if we were going here, but I think it's brave to publicly say you want to perform with on Chris Brown's billing, because we've seen in the past that some women who align themselves with Chris Brown get a lot
they
of
can attend.
backlash
Yeah,
for doing so, even
yeah,
when they're
I
not
will.
like, and it's never even like, hey, I want to do business with you, or I want to do a song with you. Sometimes it's as simple as, oh, Chris Brown should have performed at this thing. There was that Kelly Rowland incident that had happened where they raked her over the coals for being supportive of Chris Brown when he was removed from performing at one of the award shows because of his history. So I think it's kind of brave for her to do this
Yeah,
for a number of reasons, but also the fact that Chris Brown has been a controversial figure, and for someone who is considered a new artist or a newer artist, um, that's a risk in itself.
no, that's a great point. I didn't think about that. Yeah, that's true. We have definitely seen women get a lot of blowback for supporting Chris Brown in various ways. So that was a great point. I didn't even think about that.
Thanks.
So she's brave in multiple ways.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
All right. Well, let's see what ends up happening. I guess if there's an update, we'll report back. But in the meantime, we're gonna move on